So today, what are we going to discuss? We're discussing the writing skills, okay? And as I've told you all, our test is Saturday, right? The day test is Saturday. So we have 2 tests and 20 marks each. So it will be a mixed kind of a test, which will be subjective as well as objective, okay? And yes, so you can get your multiple choice questions also. So please read your literature thoroughly. Read the meanings there, who's the poet, and little details like that. Grammar, you can get multiple choice questions. You can get your extracts as multiple choice questions, okay? Now let us start here with our writing skills. So for this test, I think so we have application writing. We have diary entry, and we have notice, right? Okay. Yes. It will be mixed. Okay. So it is, huh? Email writing is this time or next time? It is in the second test. It is there. Okay. Right. And but never mind, if you want me, I can discuss the formats of everything, but I just don't want to discuss the formats. I want to discuss the content also, which is very, very important. Now, when I talk about writing skills, I feel something that we really need to practice is diary entry. This is where we get so many things wrong. Okay. Yeah, just a minute. And when we do our diary entry, yes, can you just tell me what you know about diary entry? What is a diary entry? When do we write a diary? When do we write a diary? Yes. When we get a new diary, then we write a diary entry? No, then. So when I feel like writing something. So it is, yes, it is a short writing skill. It is about your experience, right? A personal experience that you had. Okay. And of course, what was the influence? What was the change that happened, or what was the effect of that? Yes, right. So here it is. Once again, please remember, when we are writing a diary, it is about an experience. Now, supposing like if you had to write about this video that I shared with you, you can write about it. Yes, because we all liked it, and I think so wherever I have maybe shared it or done it, everybody has appreciated. So we can write about that. See, so many things you discussed with me right now, and that so many things you've learned. How the little incident has made you think. It has made you realize so many things. Okay, right? So what is the, you can say, yeah, we talk about a personal experience. We talk about the influence it had on us, the change it brought about in us. Yeah, we have decided that, yeah, we don't have to show off. We have come to this realization that we are very ordinary people. We have come to this, realization, or this conclusion that you really don't have to be very well dressed, and you don't have to wear your bank balance on your appearance, right, to show that you're rich. Okay, you don't have to show your credit card and all the cards there. I have so much of money in the bank. What is the real money that you should have? Your values, right? That is what makes you a better person. And so we agree with that, right? So if you had to write about all of this, what is the format of the diary entry? What are the things I write before I start writing? The day, date, time. Yes. So, right. So we have a day, date, time this way also, or we have it here also, right? So you write your day, date, and your time. Okay. Right. Fine. Do I put the diary entry in a box? Do I put the diary entry in the box? No, I don't put the diary entry in the box, although it is a short writing skill. So when you do think of short writing skills, we immediately think of a notice or a poster, right? Or a message, and we think, oh, I have to put it in a box. No, we don't have, we've discussed posters for your subject enrichment, but otherwise it is not included. Okay, right? So yes, so when we do this here, right? Now, of course, here, do I address someone when I write a diary? Do I address someone? I am writing the experience and sharing my experience. Of course, I address someone. I address my diary. What is the address here? Dear diary. That is it. That is my salutation there, which I write. So salutation is, yeah, the person you are writing to, the person you're talking to, the person you want to share your feelings with. Who am I sharing it with? I'm sharing it with the diary. And yes, because I think my diary is something very important that I can share my feelings with it. Okay. So we write the dear diary part. And of course, here, please, you can. We have people giving names to their diary also, because they write often, they write regularly, and they feel that the diary is a very important part of their life. Okay. So then you're going to talk about the experience, right? You're going to talk about it that, yes, it could be anything that, you went to a park and you had, number of rides over there on the amusement park, and like how you felt about it. Or you saw a child over there and he wanted to take, a ride, but you saw the child was not healthy, and the child was not well, or maybe the child was not, you can say, rich enough to afford those rides, and I was just standing there longing to have those rides. And you decided that, of course, I am not going to take all the rides, and on one of the rides, instead of your place, you allowed the child to take part, right? To sit on those rides, right? And then how the child felt so happy and said thank you to you. And although it's a little thing, but it taught you a lot, right? That yes, you made a person happy. And what is the biggest gift that we can give to anyone? Happiness, a smile on somebody's face. Yes. So, right, you feel, okay, it's this, that I would like to do such things more often, isn't it? Right. So, yes, so you talk about your experience. Now, when we write a diary entry, please, you're going to expect marks from me, not for describing the incident that you are going to describe. I know everybody is going to describe that incident. I went to the park, I saw flowers, I saw birds, I saw this, I saw that. So what? You go to a park in your neighborhood every day. What was so special about that visit? What was there so special? You helped someone cross the road. You helped someone, like, of course, who fell down, who hurt himself, right? Helped in giving that person first aid or something like that. What was so different about that day? That is your experience that you're going to write. And then after the experience, how did you feel about it? Were you happy? Were you sad? Did you feel proud of yourself? Right? Okay. And yes, what was the lesson learned? Fine. And one thing here, I have discussed this earlier when we do diary entry. Please take a time to write a diary. Choose an appropriate time for writing the diary. Give a proper ending. What I have noticed is, you people start writing before dinner. And by the time you write your diary, you feel so hungry that you are in such a hurry to finish it. Okay, bye now, I have to go and have dinner. Mom is calling me for dinner, right? I have to sleep, it's getting very late, right? Fine, that is okay. But please take out time to write your diary. Diary is something here. And when I have this experience, I want to cherish that experience. I want to have that moment with me for a long time. Yes. So when I think about it, yeah, it gave me so much of happiness. So something like that. Yes, you went over there and in your garden only you planted 2 saplings. How good you felt. And you noticed them, right? You planted them a couple of months ago, but now you notice that how big they've grown. And you feel so happy, right? That yes, in the future years, they're going to give so much of shade, right? They're going to give, like, of course, benefit to so many people, right? And we all know the advantages of planting trees, right? So it is there. You want that feeling to last. Don't be in a hurry. Please, you can have your dinner and then write the diary entry. Right, then mom won't call you in the middle of the diary, so you just have to rush everything and okay, bye for now, I have to go, I'm hungry, right? Or right, mom is not going to keep the food waiting for me. Okay, right? So please make sure that you write this nicely. So you can say that yes, it was such a wonderful experience, and I feel so happy that I was able to help someone. I wish I would be able to get more opportunities like this. Right? So looking at that tree growing so tall and big, I feel happy that I have been able to do a little bit to save the environment, right? And yes, I will keep on planting more trees. End up with some kind of positivity, learning experience. This is the most important part of diary entry. And of course, yeah, so you say, okay, bye, whatever there, and then you write down your name. Please let this be a learning experience. Talk about the lesson. Talk about how you want to cherish that moment, how you want that moment to linger on for longer. Okay? Right? So these are the things which I look forward when you write your diary entry. So we've discussed a few examples. Will you be able to write it? If I ask a multiple choice question from a diary entry, okay? Right? So if I say the purpose of writing a diary entry is to give information, to complain, to describe an experience, right? Or to talk about personal matters. What would be the correct answer? You can get a question. Yes, to talk about an experience, to describe an experience. Yes, to talk about an experience. So please be prepared. Okay, right? Yes. So it could be like, yes, what game did the soldiers play on Christmas? Right? So we all know that football, blindly you can answer there, but I can confuse you a little bit. Okay, right? So who were the gray coats and who were the ones who were khaki, right? It is there, that question. So I can give you options and you are expected to know about that, right? So where was Connie? Why did she have to go there? Right? So what happened to the desk? Okay, right? Where was the secret compartment? So all little things you have to remember. What was, you can say, what Jim's favorite sweet? Marzipan, isn't it, right? So you have to remember, okay? Although, of course, multiple choices would be given, but please remember the details. And now, you know what we do? Okay, revision days are going on. Okay, we're just going to listen and ma'am is going to tell us a story. No, things have changed. Ma'am is definitely going to tell you a story, but she's going to expect you to remember that story also. Isn't it? So please remember the little details. Okay, coming on to the next part is notice. Okay, I am writing a few things over here. Let me see how you are going to put them in place. You're going to give the correct numbers. Okay, be patient. Don't answer till I have completed. Okay, I am going to write these things. Okay, I have, and if you know this, you know your notice. Okay, right? Then I talk about, right? I can write the days here. And okay, enough for you all. Fine. Fine. Now, these are a few things I have written about the notice. Look at them, please, carefully. Can you see them at home? I've written date, follow-up action. I've done the issuing authority. Okay. And notice. To be more clearer here, I would write down issuing authority is the fine. So you quickly, it's come to your mind. Now things are clearer. Yes, I knew that you were a little confused. Array, what is ma'am doing? She's forgotten something, right? And she's confusing us. And of course here, yes. Now let us put these things in the correct order. What comes first? Where have I written the box? Where have I written the box? Have I written the box? Yes, first would be from the things given. Notice. Okay, what will come after the notice? The date is second. You do your numbering. Don't look at mine. Then comes follow-up action is 3 and 4 is this. Okay, done. Yeah, right, fine, fine. Issuing authority is 4. Okay, fine. Now, oh, right, got it? All of you got it? At home also, everybody got it? So I can maybe like here, I can give you a question here. I can give you a question, but I won't give you a question. Don't worry. I'm just telling you that you should remember the sequence. Now, don't forget it, okay? So issuing authority is a designation. Now, let us put all this, as Prabjot said, in a, can you put them in a box? Why do you think we put the notice in a box? Why do you put the notice in a box? Why do we put the notice? And my box is more of a squarish, isn't it? I can make it a little bit of, so that my words will fit. Why do we put it in a box? To highlight, very good, so that it is catching the attention of the people, right? So something there in the box there, you've put it in a prominent place, so people will read it, it will be noticed, okay? So let us put the things first here. I have put things over here, okay, here, 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 here. Now let us complete it. What comes first? Name of institution or the organization, okay? So institution or the organization, it can be a school, it could be an office, anything it could be. Yes. Then we have, next comes the word notice, right? Then we have the date is parallel to this. What is the proper format of writing the date? Right? So you have, okay, no, we don't write like this. We're going to write 25th August 21, right? August 25, 21. Both ways are correct. Okay, acceptable. Then I write the heading. What about the heading? Heading has to be 2 sentences long. It should be short. Yes, so heading or the title, whatever you may call it, both are acceptable here as long as you are there. Okay. So why do I say that? Yeah, please write this in capital. Why do I say please write the notice in capital? The same reason why I say put it in a box. Yeah, so that it catches your attention, isn't it? Because you should look at it and say, okay, there's a notice, right? Then there is something here. Of course, here the heading is what is the purpose of writing there? Yeah, yes, of course, so that the people are able to read about it. The notice is there. They'll all read it. But who are going to take action? The target group is going to take action. Not everybody is going to take action. Okay. Right. So we find out about that. So we read about that. Now let us see. So I start my, like, of course, I give my purpose of writing the notice, right? Do I use personal pronouns? No, I don't. I am writing this. I am the head boy. No way, right? So this is to inform the students, right? So what is the purpose? What do we write in notices? What are notices generally about? They are about events, competitions, any information, any change in policy, any change in rules and regulations. So is it about things that are going to happen or things that have happened? That are going to happen. And from tomorrow onwards, these are the school timings. You are expected to come in winter uniform, or you're supposed to wear ties, or you have to bring 2 water bottles, whatever. That is from tomorrow onwards, okay? Right, so any event, any competition, something forthcoming that is going to happen, okay? So right, if you are interested, you want to participate in this competition, you have to give your name. So I have the purpose, I have the target group. What is the target group? Is for whom this notice is meant. Who is going to take action? Is it all the students, classes 1 to 12? Is it 11th and 12th? Is it 8 to 10th? Is it 8 to 12th? 1 to 5? Whatever. Which classes are there? All the employees, the teachers, right? So whom is it meant for? Okay, the participants, right? Yeah, the non-participants, the audience, the speakers, the dancers, whoever is there. All this, the target group is that. So when I read the notice, anybody can read the notice. Any person of the institute can read the notice. Who is going to take action? Who is going to respond to this notice? The target group is going to respond. Okay. So then I have, of course, if there is a competition, if it is there, I give date, time, venue, and you put it nicely there to highlight it. Okay. Because the purpose of notice is highlight, highlight, highlight. Okay. Then I write my follow-up action. Follow-up action is for every notice, right? Okay. So if it is about, yeah, so you have to wear your uniform, right? There's a change in uniform. You have to wear a tie along with it. So what is there? What is the follow-up action? That it is important that you should follow it. Okay, right? Then yes, if it is about a competition, who can participate? If it is an inter-school competition or someone is coming and conducting it, yes, right? So what, who all have to give the names? Who can participate? Why you should participate? It is that, okay, right? So all this here, it is very, very important. Okay, so we've taken the follow-up action. So follow-up action is once again for the people. So whether it is giving a names to the class in charge, whether it is preparing a list, whether it is making sure you don't throw paper wrappers right on like in the ground, the assembly ground, wherever, anything that you're supposed to do, that is there. You'll be fined, you'll be given a warning, action will be taken. That is there, the follow-up action. Then of course here comes the, of course, the designation. Why I gave you that hint? Yes, of course, absolutely correct. We talk about the issuing authority. So we'll give a nice signature. I love it the way you people put your signatures over there, right? Of course, then you write your full name and then you will write the designation. So designation here, when I talk about the issuing authority, the person who has his name over here is an important member of the school or that organization or that institution. So whether it's a teacher, whether it's a student, whether it's a house captain, whether it's a school captain, whether it's coordinator, right, manager, director, whoever is there has the authority. He has been given that authority. He has been assigned the purpose of writing this notice. Okay, right? Please remember, follow-up action is a very important part of notice writing. We miss out that. Then we lose marks. Then we say, ma'am, I was supposed to get 5, you gave me 4. Right? It's happened. You remember? Yes, it did happen because we don't listen very carefully. So when it comes to diary entry, what is very, very important, more than describing the incident, we are talking about our experience. When it comes to notice, okay, right? So we continue tomorrow. Take care and see you tomorrow. Okay? Yes.